All right, guys. Welcome for anybody who's watching live. Also, thanks to anybody who's tuning in for the replay. This was a last minute. I just got a message off Nick deep in the mountains, wherever he's at now, and he just said, "Let's do a hangout." There's no real set subject, although I did name this hangout "High Ticket Cash Secrets" because predominantly that is what myself, Angie, and Nick really concentrate on. So I'm just going to pass over to Nick and let him go wherever he wants to go with this, and let's just see what we come up with on this hangout.
Yeah, so what's up? This is kind of just really a test. I want to see how many people we can get, just kind of jumping on live, dropping some value. And the real thing that's going to make this work is interaction. So what me and Ben are going to do right now is we're going to kind of just show you what we would do right now if we want to attract an audience really quick to maybe a link or an offer or something like that. So me and Ben are just kind of talking to ourselves right now. Me and Ben know each other real good. And we're just kind of going to talk, hang out, and see how many people we can draw in. And, really just try and kick ass with some value and just give you guys some cool stuff. But it depends on you. If you want to see something cool, then you're going to have to be here. Because, me and Ben could just hang up and then talk about all the secrets and everything that we share by ourselves, and not really drop anything with you. So let's see. All right, Ben, I'm going to send an email to my list really quick. So if you want to talk about anything in the meantime, go right ahead.
Okay, so what you're just firing an email to your list right now. Okay. Well, I just asked the question on Facebook. This is where I'll start because this is where my head's really. I'm working on a high ticket funnel right now. Actually, Nick, I'll talk to you about that later because it was sparked off by something you sent to me. So, but where I'm at right now is I'm all about high ticket commissions. I'm all about. I'll just be straight with you, and I'm not bashing MLM or anything like that. I've been in a lot of MLM companies. I made a lot of money with MLM, as some of you may know. But right now, my focus is on high ticket, and the reason is, my friends, the industry. Not just in my opinion, but if you look around the industry is going through a real big shift rapidly right now, and people are tired of joining these low ticket commission programs and getting $20 payments. They're tired of being told that they're going to make $1 million overnight with this low ticket program. And I see people looking into all kinds of things like trading, like drop shipping, like anything but MLM right now, just because they're kind of tired of being sold the dream. But I want to put something to you just on this hangout. Imagine, right, because the big problem with MLM is the attrition rates. Normally, let's say you build an MLM business. Normally, 3-4 months into building that business, people start leaving your team because the latest shiny ball is out on the market, and they're getting hit up by all these different leaders in inverted commas. And they end up getting lured away to the next opportunity. But imagine this scenario, right? Imagine if you could earn, and this is totally just off the top of my head. I'm just going with it. But imagine if you could earn 6 years worth of affiliate commissions per sale from every single sale you make without any attrition rate at all. And what I mean by that is, you imagine if your business wasn't reliant upon people paying an auto ship or other people having to go out there and recruit. Imagine getting 6 years worth of affiliate commissions without the problems of having to babysit a team or recruit thousands of people. My question to you is this: if there was a way of doing that, would you at least be open to taking a look at something like that? And Nick, really, that's where my head is right now as a marketer. That's what I'm focusing on.
Yeah, because the real thing, I mean, a lot of people will tell you, look, you want to get a lot of really small sales. But here's the thing, guys. You buy that $495 program and you think you're going to get everything. You know, they promise the world in the sales letters. Then what happens immediately after? You spend your $5 or your $7. Whoop, there's the upsell. You know, there's the other one. So why not just get it all at once? You know? Just get all that money at once, because what you're really doing when you do that is you're really just trying to increase your lifetime customer value. Yeah, and I'm going old school. You know, I'm telling you everything that everybody knows, but people aren't doing. So you can, you know, play around with your tiny little commissions and, you know, earn money here and there. You know, you can go out and hustle and grind, you know, with your free traffic and generate, you know, maybe, you know, one of those every couple hours. You know, that's less than minimum wage. Now, wouldn't you rather just be, look, here you go, high ticket program, we're up with that at front, you know, which will give you your dollar offer in your trial. But you ultimately know if you want to get down and you want to be down with these kinds of systems, you want all the money up front. You know, why wait? Why get $97 a month for what? Do you think that's going to last forever? It's not. If you think somebody's going to join your opportunity, come in at $97 and stay forever, it's just not going to happen. They're going to stay 2 to 3 months tops, right? They're not going to be able to make any money because they're fighting for their penny little commissions. Or you can give somebody something, you know, high ticket to sell, something that's actually, you know, when they make a sale, it actually matters, you know, because what are you going to do with $5? You make a sale today, that's $5. Great. Would you rather have $5 or a couple of thousand? Right now, there's only 2 reasons why you don't think you'd be able to promote, you know, a high ticket offer. You know, one is because you don't feel confident that people are going to spend, you know, that amount of money. But me and Ben, we can tell you, you know, right off the bat that they will, you know, because there are people who see value, right? There are people who can interpret value for what it is. You know, would you rather be fighting for the little $5 check or get a couple $1,000s up front? You can make those high ticket sales just as easy as you can the low ticket sales. Now, your frequency isn't going to be as often. You know, with those low ticket sales, maybe you get 1 or 2 a day. Whoop-de-doo. You know, if I get a, you know, a $2,000 commission or a $3,000 commission once a week, I still win. You know, so you really just have to know how to put yourself in front of a lot of people, and that's the kind of thing that Ben Martin here can help you with. That's something that I can help you with, and that's why we're just jumping on the spot right now, talking back and forth and just giving you everything we can, just putting it all out there to help you make some money.
I was muted then. I forgot I muted myself out. I want to come back to a point Nick just made. Right now, you're in the last low ticket residual program I was in. Typically, the kind of like their monthly auto ship works like this. There was a $97 per month product or $100, and I was getting paid 50% on that. So I was making $50 per month for every person I brought in. Now I promote a product where I get paid. Well, actually, I actually get paid $7,000, but my affiliates get paid $3,500. So let's talk about $3,500. You know, how many 50s are in $3,500, Nick? How many 50s? I think about 70.
So we'll just say a bunch.
Yeah, I think there's about 70 50s and $3,500. So
they would need to stay 70 months in order to make that amount.
Exactly. You basically.
So let me ask you this: how long did those people stay on average that came in at $50?
Well, from my experience in the industry over the last 5 years, Nick, most team members in a program that's better than the usual program, people may stick around for 4 or 5 months maximum. 4 or 5 months. It's a fact, you know, like, you know, the attrition rate, the retention rate, you know, is poor in all of these programs. And you've constantly got what I call this swinging door syndrome, where you bring one person in and then they leave, and so you've got to replace them, and then they leave and you've got to replace them, and you're always playing this game with retention. And if at any stage you want to sit back and take it easy, your business just starts collapsing. That's basically what happens. You constantly have to recruit, and not just one or two people. But if you want to get to 10K a month, in the last program I was in, to be at 10K, I literally had over 1,000 people in my downline to have a 10K personal 10K residual income. And now, if I want to make 7K, all I have to do is make one sale. There's a big difference between having thousands in your downline. And you know, what it comes down to is people have been sold this and you know, I only woke up to this like a few months ago. People have been sold this residual income myth, which when you do the numbers and you strip away all the hype and you begin to really look at how it works, it is a myth. It's a big myth.
So let me ask you this: did you have to work any harder to make, you know, a $7,000 commission as you would, you know, a couple of small ticket $50 here and there sales? Was it really any more effort?
No, it was a lot less effort. It was a lot easier, way easier. I'm not just saying that just for the purpose of saying that to people. It was a lot easier. And you know what I find as well, when I make a $3,500, $4,000, $7,000 sale, those people who purchase at that level are way more committed. You filter out the tire kickers, you filter out the non-serious home-based business owners, you get rid of all the crappy people, and you're left with all the people who realize that building a business. You realize you get rid of all the people who don't have this lottery ticket mentality. You don't have these people who just want to jump on the latest and so-called greatest opportunity. And you get people who realize that a business is built on numbers and strategy, and they're not opportunity seekers. They're serious people. So that's
those are people you want to keep around too. I mean, that's kind of how we met. I mean, we met at an event where we were, you know, a group of us masterminding a bunch of high-level, you know, top income earners. We met in a giant mansion, you know. And
that kind of sounds like not true, but it's true. But we met in a giant mansion.
Yeah, but it cost us a lot of money to get there, and a lot of time, and a lot of commitment, because you flew all the way from the UK. How much just of a time commitment was it to get there? Because just to illustrate the point, people who are willing to spend that money are seriously committed, and that's why we're here talking to you today.
Yeah, well, to get to Miami, which I flew to America in winter, this is what happened to me. I was supposed to arrive in Miami on the Tuesday, but I had to go from the UK to Philly, which was 8 hours. There was a snowstorm in Philly, so on the Monday night, after traveling 8 hours over multiple time zones and being jet lagged, I had to sleep on an airport floor in Philly overnight before going from sub-zero temperatures. It was so cold that when I went outside, the front of my shoes froze. That's how cold it was. And then I slept on an airport floor, and then I went from sub-zero temperatures to the next day finally making it to Miami, which was tropical conditions. So all in all, if you count the night I spent on the floor, it took me 20 hours to get to Miami, just to mastermind for a week. By the time I take into account the traveling, it was more like 5 days. So I flew all the way to America for 5 days of masterminding. Cost me thousands of dollars, slept on a floor, but you know, that's what I was prepared to do. So
that's commitment. So those are the type of people that you'll have around you. You know, the people who buy those low ticket programs, they're not going to do that. You know, you know, you might as well be trying to rip out one of their teeth, getting them to open an email, you know? So another thing that I like about high ticket is, you know, you could be out there hustling and grinding, you go out there and make a $50 sale. Woohoo! You know, you kind of have that feeling of, okay, it works. Maybe that was your first sale, or it gives you that feeling of hope. But I mean, what does $50 do for you in reality? It doesn't do anything for you. You know, maybe, you know, you could buy a little bit of food with it and pay a portion of one of your bills. Now, you go out there and put less effort, you know, from experience, I wouldn't be able to say that, or I wouldn't have believed that before. But it really is less effort to go out there and get a few $1,000 commission. So let's say instead of $50, you have a couple $1,000s coming into your bank. Now, what's that do for you? You know, you can reinvest back into your business. You can cover a few of the bills. You can fill up the fridge with food, you know, and then you have the ultimate satisfaction of knowing I took care of all that, and then there's still some left. So now I can work on my business, and now I can focus without being in a panic state. Now I don't have to be out there making bad decisions, making bad choices, and quitting early because you don't have enough. Just one sale. You know, even if you had to, you know, say your first 30 days, you had to go out there and, you know, follow the steps, you know, that are lined out for you with Ben's system, let's say, for example. You don't have any money to invest. You spent everything you had to get in. Okay, so now you just need to make 2 sales. Your first sale breaks you even. Your second sale puts you in the profit. Okay? So you hustle out there, you know, maybe 7 to 10 days. Boom, $7,000 commission with Ben's system. That breaks you even, right? So now you don't have to worry about, oh, my wife is going to kill me, or, you know, something crazy like that, because you're right back to where you were. Let's say it takes another 2 weeks to make another $7,000 commission. Now you have $7 grand. Can you say that with a $50 program? Whoop-de-doo. What is $50 going to do for you? Anybody could go out there and get $50. You know, I could probably go panhandle for 20 minutes and get $50. You know, or you can go out there and make money worth making, make money worth having. You didn't come into this business, or you didn't start looking for a reason to make money from home for $50. So why lower your value and only think that people are out there willing to spend $50, right? The people who don't have money, they need to be on free stuff like this. They need to be hanging out with us right here and taking everything we just say and applying it. Go out there, join a high-ticket program, and make money worth having. What do you think about that, Ben?
No, I agree. I really agree. And, you know, looking back over the since March time, since I really switched most of my attention to, well, before March, actually, maybe going back to last September, but I really kicked it up in March, obviously, when we got hold of the Travel Club product. That's when it started getting really exciting. And I was just looking back as I was preparing a webinar the last few days. I was looking back, and when we first launched our high ticket system, the first 5 days we launched it, we made nearly $6,000 in the first 5 days. You know, nice. Within 5 days.
And could you have done that at all with low ticket programs? I mean, would it even have been possible?
How impossible? Impossible. Let's do this. Let me just do this real quick. Let's take 100. Let's take 100 and times it by 1,000. Or no, let's do. Sorry, let me clear that. Man, I hate this calculator on my phone. 100 times 100. Okay, there you go. So I made nearly 6K, right? If
in 5 days,
and that was off less than 5 sales. Less than 5 sales. If I wanted to make, let's say, 10K with a $100 product, I would have needed 100 sales in that same time period to make 10K. You know what I'm saying? So
it would have been, how would you even have been able to pull that off without a list of, you know, if you have a huge list already, that's possible. But people who are just getting started, that's not an option for them, you know. And you're a top earner. You're a top income earner with a following and who's been doing this a while, and even you can't do that. But with a high ticket program in 5 days, $6,000 is something that's reachable for everyone, even if they don't have a list, even if they don't have a following, even if they're just getting started today.
No, it's not. It's not possible. Most people will try and tell you it's possible, but it's not possible. If you're just getting into the industry today and you think you are going to go out there and in 5 days you are going to make 100 sales in 5 days,
Yeah,
even if a 100
product, you know.
You're not going to do it. I'm just going to tell you straight. You're not going to do it.
Exactly.
Might happen for every 1 in a million people, but you know the chances are you're
not one of them.
Chances are you're not
that person.
Yeah, but if you take a product that pays you $3.5K per sale, and you take a 5-day period of time, you know there's a good chance, especially if you've got the right system, you know that you've got more chance of making one sale of a 3.5K product with the right system. Definitely. You know, I'll give you an example. I have a lady who's been online for 5 years. 5 years. She's a pet store owner in the UK. In 5 years, Nick, do you want to guess what her grand total in earnings was in 5 years from low ticket products?
No, I don't. In 5 years. Oh man, I don't even want to guess.
She made in 5 years. She had made. If I said $500, that would probably be too much. Now, she got on board with the system we use. She got on board with the high ticket product we use, and within her first 30 days, she had made a $3,500 sale. So it took her 5 years to make $500. Within 30 days of promoting a high ticket, you know, I have to stress it's using the right system because there is a strategy behind how to do this, but the strategy is much more simpler than promoting a low ticket. So she made $3,500.
So she made more in 30 days than she made in the last 5 years just because of a high ticket program. I mean, how much more proof could anyone ask for? And I remember when that sale came through, because you know Facebook blew up about it, and I was like, hell yeah, you know that's why I do what I do, you know, because I could go out there and get low ticket sales all day, but when you know people like Ben put together a system, or people like myself put together a system, this is why we do all the hard work for you, you know, so you can make those few $1,000s commissions instead of constantly battling for, you know, you could work, what does that even work out to? $500 over 5 years compared to, what was it, a couple thousand in 30 days. You're getting like a fraction of a second, a penny. You're not even getting paid a penny per hour.
Well, 5 years is 60 months. So 500 divided by 60 is like.
So what are you making a month at that rate?
it's like making $8 a month, Nick.
Awesome.
So over 5 years, she made $8 per month. Over 5 years.
$8 an hour at McDonald's, but I think we all agree that's not what we're here for.
No. Now, the crazy thing is as well about high tickets. You know, I'm just going to be honest with you guys watching. I am, and I don't want to give the wrong impression, but I am kind of lazy. I'm quite lazy. No, I am. I'm just going to be honest with you. Just over a year ago, we moved out here to the Bahamas, and really we've been in semi-retired mode for the last year, and what we've been stuck in first and second gear. Now, if we were simply promoting a low-ticket product in an MLM-based type company, we couldn't have done that because our whole team would have collapsed and the income would not have sustained us whatsoever. But because basically, you know, we have access to a product and a system where we can just switch it on and off as and when we want to, you know, when we want to switch it on and make 3.5 grand, 7 grand, we can. When we want to switch it off and go to the beach and just chill out for a month or whatever, we can do. But outside of a high ticket, that is not possible. Now, I'm not suggesting, like being lazy is a good thing. It's not, but I'm just being honest. For the last year, I've been very chilled out and laid back in my business, and it's only just recently where I've woke up and realized that, hey Ben, time to start going. Time to start going at this again. Time to start getting this in the hands of more people, because the people out there deserve to know the big picture. They deserve to be able to get a high ticket in their hand that is going to change their lives. They deserve to get some system that's going to break them free of the routine they're in, because I know the routine that most of you are watching this are going through right now. This is the routine that most of you are going through. You are either working your job and you're coming home from work and you're spending every God-given minute trying to grow your business with these low-ticket sales. And you're probably, if you're full-time at this, if you decided to go down the, I'm going to quit my job and just go all in with this, which a lot of people do, then they come unstuck.
Then what happens? They're working like a dog trying to build their own business, not making anything.
Exactly. So you're probably spending 14, 15, 16 hours plus a day chained to your laptop trying to make these low-ticket sales, trying to figure out where you get the traffic from to send to a system where most people after 3 months are just going to drop out anyway. And I know that's where you're at, because that's where I've been. I've walked in your shoes. Yeah, and I know you've been there too, Nick. So yeah, really today we want to break people out of that. We want to open your eyes and break you out of that, so you truly can put 2 to 4 hours per day into your business and yet still get 6 years worth of affiliate commissions directly to your PayPal.
Yeah, I mean, that's really all it takes. I mean, if you have 10 to 20 hours a week, if that, you have all the time you need. So would you rather sacrifice 10 to 20 hours a week now with the potential of having something much greater in the future, when you're sacrificing 40 to 60 hours of your time now with no potential, no hope for the future? So would you rather just put in a little extra more time now, so the future is a little bit brighter, the road ahead of you is a little more clearer? Because what you're doing now clearly isn't working. And that's why I got into this business, because I realized, thank God, early enough that, this plan laid out for us: go to school, get a ton of debt, go work at a job for the next 30 years, hopefully enough time to pay off your house, and maybe get a dime store gold watch when you're done. I saw early on, I was working in a factory, 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, and I thought man, I'm a man now. This is how I take care of my family, and I'm doing it. But then I looked at my dad, and I looked at my grandpa, and I looked at all the people around me who followed that same plan. Where were they 30 years down the line? In the same house, miserable, struggling and fighting to pay bills, and constantly wondering if there was something more, but never having the balls to ever go out there and do something about it, or make a change, or even try something different. And after I got done working a 12-hour shift at a factory, tired as hell, they pull us all into a meeting at this hot rubber factory. You feel like just royal ass at the end of the day. You want to go home, you want to take a shower, go to bed, maybe squeeze in a beer somewhere in there. They pull us all in, let us know that the factory had been sold and that they were making layoffs. You know who they laid off first? They didn't lay off the new guys. They didn't lay off me. I think I was 19, 20 when I was working there. They laid off the guys that were there 30 plus years, and the guys that were there 20, 25 years, because it saved them money on pensions or 401ks or whatever, however that works out. So they kept us, got rid of them, and I'm telling you, man, people were pissed. You know, they're basically trying to think of reasons not to kill themselves. Everything they worked for was taken away from them just like that. And I remember thinking to myself, thank God I was only, 19, 20 years old when this happened. I was like, I am not letting that happen to me. Look, I have case after case after case of personal experience. All these guys working their entire life to have everything taken from them just like that. Now you can continue on that path. Just take a look around you. Look at the people around you. They went to school, got the good job. Look at how happy they are. They're not very happy. Some people will be like, money makes you unhappy and money makes you greedy. But look at all the people who are struggling around you. Are they happy? Are they, just living with joy-filled, zest-filled lives? Or are they, sitting around drinking fucking beer all day? Sorry about the swear, but I'm passionate about this shit. Just take a look around you. Is it working for them? So why continue on that same path, and why not switch? Why not invest 10 to 20 hours a week with hopes of a brighter future, or stay down the same, path you're on? I mean, what do you see? I mean, sometimes you just have to take a chance, bet on yourself, because everyone's out there buying lottery tickets thinking that's the answer, but it's not. If they took that same money that they invested in lottery tickets and put it into their business, and I've seen people, I've been at the gas station buying a gallon of water or something, I see people walking out with stacks of lottery tickets, and I'm like, that was easily a couple $100 in lottery tickets, at least 40, 50. Imagine investing that into, traffic or a way to generate leads for your high ticket program. Wouldn't life be a little bit different for you? Wouldn't you think?
For sure. So Nick, I've got two questions. Question one is this: for the brand new person coming into this industry, for anybody watching live now, or for anybody watching the replay who's either thinking about coming into the industry or who's brand new to the industry, what's the biggest piece of advice you would give them? And secondly, for anybody who's already in the industry but who's been in these MLMs and they already know that, they already know the deal with how MLM works. They already know that people leave all the time. You bring somebody else in, then they leave, and you're constantly replacing them. What would you say to them in regards to high ticket? What would you say to them, sort of people?
I would say, just keep fighting, because you can either promote these low ticket programs. You may, I'm going to put down $50 and then I'm going to hope to make $1,000 next week. Great. We already proved, that it's not possible with $50 commissions to do that. Or you can place the risk on yourself. You know what? This may cost me a couple $1,000s to join. It may cost me $7,000 to join, or $3,500, or whatever. Put in the same amount of effort, and you'll get a higher commission. So, I want you to have the belief in yourself, right? Because that's the only reason why I'm here. I know that's the only reason Ben's here. Because when we were first starting, we talked about this on the phone. Every time you make a decision to make your life better, something comes around the corner that tries to just shatter it. And what separates the winners from the losers is one group keeps pushing, one group quits. Right? I think it's easy to tell who winds up where in those two scenarios. Right? So maybe it's time to just sit down and look at yourself and say, look, what I'm doing is not working. The path I'm following clearly doesn't work. It's time to try something new. And not in hopes it works. It's time to make it work. Right? If I told you all I had to do was, do this for 1 to 2 hours a day, or if Ben tells you, just do this for 1 to 2 hours a day, you could make a $7,000 sale. Now, it may not happen tomorrow. It may not happen next week. But if you really hustle and you really focus, and it's not hard work, Ben, creating a system, putting together websites, writing all the emails, doing all that stuff. It's work, isn't it?
Yeah, it was work for me. I did.
But
I
they don't
did
have to do that anymore because we did it for them. We're the crazy lunatics. Like, look, we're going to do this. We're going to create this whole system so other people can just go out there and copy it and use it, right? We did all the hard work for them. They don't have to go out there and create a product. They don't have to go out there and write copy. They don't have to go out there and do this. Look, here's the 1, 2, 3 simple steps for driving traffic to the offer. And when somebody, decides to join and decides to buy, you get a commission. And the same for them, right? So we did all the hard work for you. Ben, what's your virtual profit system, right? Where can somebody go get access to your system?
Yeah, well, if they want to get in, because again, I'm not telling people to completely overlook a low ticket, right? But there's a certain way you want to structure your business. There's a place for low tickets, but you need to structure your business properly and understand the structure of a business. There's somebody out there.
You've done that for them already, though.
Yeah, exactly. It's already that's already done for people. But if somebody today wanted to check out what we've got going on, if you listen to this and you're thinking, okay, I'm understanding the bigger picture now, Ben. I'm getting this. You could go over to 123incomemachine.com. 123incomemachine.com. You can check out the virtual profit system there, and then we can talk about how you can get positioned with a high ticket in your business. I'm going to say this to you, even if you don't go to and check out the virtual profit system today, after hearing this hangout, I'm telling you that if you want to succeed in this business and you want to do it the smart way, you need to add a high ticket product to your portfolio. And when I say high ticket, you need something that pays you a minimum of $1,000 up front to if you really want to hit the big time in this industry, which, if you're getting into this industry, I'm sure that if you had a choice of, if there was a system, let's just give you a scenario. If there was a system and this system worked on your behalf night and day, and the system was proven, and the system could either send you $100 checks or $1,000 checks, I'm sure you would choose the $1,000 check. So what I'm saying to you is that's the type of thing you need to add to your portfolio, whether it's with me, whether it's with Nick, or whether it's with somebody else, because whether you join or not actually doesn't make that much difference to our lives, because people join us all the time. That's just the truth of it. But whatever you decide to do today, add a high ticket to your portfolio, because if you don't, you're leaving, I would say, 90+% of the money on your table. You may as well. I don't have a note on me right now, but you may as well imagine this is a $80 bill. You may as well get a handful of dollar bills, tip gasoline on it, take a lighter, and just set fire to them, because basically that's what you're doing. You're just chucking money away without a high ticket. So.
Yeah, and I would say do it right now, because you could continue, fighting and struggling, or you could just get started with a high ticket program right now. Whether that be, my system or Ben's, it doesn't really matter. Because what we understand, why are me and Ben, willing to jump on a call right now and pitch each other's systems? He has a system, I have a system. They're different. Why would we do that? It's because we don't really care. People are joining my system every day. People are joining Ben's system every day. We coexist with each other. We're still out here with the same mission, right? I'm not gonna hate you if you join Ben's system. Ben's not gonna hate you if you join my system. Because it really doesn't matter. Because we both have the same goal. You may like Ben better, you might like me better. It doesn't really matter. Because one of the things I see in this industry is everybody's kind of against each other. And this is one of the only real industries that's like that, because in every other marketplace I've ever been in, everybody wants to link up. So we need to kind of, you know, change this whole industry, get you on the right thinking to where you need to realize right now that you need to buy some high ticket program. I don't care if it's mine, I don't care whose it is. As long as you have some high ticket program in the mix that's, you know, converting and that provides good value that you can go out there and sell and earn some commissions with. Right? And that's really all we're out here trying to do today.
Exactly, and you know, I think Nick said this. I think Nick said this earlier, but you know, there are really only a couple of reasons after hearing this information why you wouldn't take action. I can only think of a couple. Number one is you don't feel like you know where to find people who want to buy a high ticket, and if you could find them, you don't feel like you could make a sale. Well, you know, simple answer to that is both myself and Nick, we show you where to find people, and there is no picking up the phone, there is no chasing, there is no convincing, there is no pitching. All the closing in terms of you making money is done for you. You know, we are people who do that for you. You don't have to be picking up the phone and calling strangers or any of that kind of thing. You're not going to have to stalk people at Walmart or anything like that. That's done for you. So that's that excuse dealt with and out of the way. The second reason that could possibly stop you from taking action is that you don't believe that myself and Nick have generated these results. Well, on that score, all you have to do is come over to Facebook and go look at our Facebook walls. That's you know, go look at our Facebook walls. Personally, reach out to us, and you know, we can show you as much proof as you want to see. And you know, this isn't us speaking about ourselves. We have numerous case studies and testimonies of not just us making money, but more importantly, people who've plugged into our systems making money. And you know, apart from those two reasons, why else would you choose to make $100 when you could make $3,000, $4,000? I can't think of any other reason besides that. So
yeah, and that's not something you're going to get with one of those low ticket programs either. You know, who's going to go out there and create a system that's effective and test and go out there and close for you and, you know, do all the selling and telling and convincing for you? Or you don't have to do it. With a low ticket program, you're going to have to be out there doing that. You're going to have to be out there, you know, pitching, convincing, closing, trying to do all this stuff, not making any money. Or, you know, we could just do it for you. And that's why these high ticket programs are powerful, because they provide more value and service to you, right? When's the last time one of those 7 ticket, you know, providers was like, you know, I'll close your leads for you? Why? You know, if you get 100% commissions, they close them for you. They get nothing, so they have no invested interest in your success. With the high ticket program, we're putting it all on us. You know, we're putting all the risk on ourselves, giving you the opportunity to go out there, you know, follow our systems and strategies, drive a couple leads, you know, drive traffic 1 to 2 hours a day. We're doing all the hard stuff. We're doing all the customer support. You know, we're building all the websites. So I pay a tech guy to do all that stuff for me. You don't have to worry about that. You know, and I pay him good too. It's like, man, if I could do all this myself, I would. But even I don't even know how to do this myself. I have a team of people around me that are helping me do this. But you don't have to worry about that because we're doing it all for you. Now tell me any low ticket program that can tell you that. And the same for Ben, because I know he's doing the same thing for you, just like any other high ticket program is doing.
Yeah, it doesn't exist at all. And you know, I had one more point I wanted to talk about, and it's kind of just gone. Oh yeah, here it is. It's just come back to my brain. Here it is. So, listen, you know what my big pet peeve is, my pet hate in the industry, and you know, trust me, when it comes to buying training courses and products, there's barely anybody. You know, if there's one person in every 10,000 that's bought more training products, courses, so-called systems than me, then that's probably one too many. Now Now, maybe Nick could probably rival me on that because, you know, me and Nick both buy things just to see the process that they're taking people through, just to study competition out there. But my pet hate is, I bought a course not so long ago about CPL, and I don't have time to go into what CPL is, but I bought this course on the basis of this course was supposed to tell me everything I needed to know to make money with CPL. And when I got 10 minutes into this course, what I realized is this, that the most important pieces about making money were missing from the course. You know, I paid this money for the course and it was missing. And there's so many products, so many trainings, so many systems out there that when you get inside of them, the most important elements to making money with that system are missing. But what we do with our systems is we include every single piece of the puzzle you need to make money with that system. So you're not left guessing about the most important things. Everything you need to make money is right there in front of you. All you have to do is plug in and allow the system to do its thing for you. That doesn't mean that there's absolutely nothing you have to do, because anybody who tells you that any business is 100% automated is lying to you. You should avoid them. But this is as close to 100% automated as it gets. It's as close to it as it gets.
Yeah, we do it all for you. So, to have a business, you have to have products to sell, which we have. You know, we cover all the stuff you need to get traffic, right? You don't have to go out there and create the products. Now, you could go out there and watch Shark Tank and be like, you know what, I'm going to invent something. I'm going to invent something, and I'm going to go out there and find hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of investors for a product I don't even know is going to sell. So you spend $100,000 thinking you're being smart, you're pioneering, and you're creating something new. You spend $100,000, you get it prototyped, you get some investors, and then you find out it doesn't sell. For a tiny fraction of that, you get all the products created for you, the system to sell it, and something that's already selling. So would you rather go the long, hard way, you know, or would you rather just plug right into a system and just start making money? You know, because there's always two roads. The long way and the long way and the short way, the hard way and the easy way. Me and Ben and any other high ticket program creator, we have done the hard stuff for you. We went out there and tested whether this sales letter converts, or how effective these emails are, or this lead capture page. And then we give them to you. You know, you don't have to go out there and figure out that stuff yourself. I've been studying copy for 9 years, and I'm still learning. You know, so I mean, the choice is really yours. You can, you know, keep struggling and going, you know, fighting tooth and nail, trying to make it, or you could just say, look, I'm gonna become a part of a system that sells for thousands of dollars, in which I'll earn the majority of the commissions, and go out there and make something happen. Because I mean, really, what other choice do you have? You don't have another option. You probably started looking for a home business because of all your options ran out. And this is your last resort. Looking at one of them damn things online, how to make money. Worked good for me. Worked good for Ben. You know?
That's it. And I think on that note, Nick, I'm pretty nuggeted out, but you know, that's kind of all I wanted to say. You know, if you're watching this hangout right now, and you know you're tired of tiny commissions, you're tired of the fact that you got into this because you thought that this would get you more freedom, but you've ended up becoming a bigger slave to your business than you were at your job.
Yeah.
You're watching this right now, and you know that's you. Then reach out to Nick or myself via Facebook. Nick, what link can they go to find you?
They can go to secretwealthsociety.com. That's my main funnel. That's everything you see there is exactly what you'll be getting to use for yourself. You're gonna, look at everything. You're gonna watch the sales video and be excited. How you feel is how everyone else is gonna feel. You'll be plugged into that same system. You'll be able to use the same system, the same sales video, making you feel how you feel when you watch it. Instead, the money comes to you. But you gotta get started. SecretWealthSociety.com.
So that's it, guys. SecretWealthSociety.com or 123IncomeMachine.com. It doesn't really matter to us where you head. Me and Nick partner together on certain things anyway. And the world, there are 3 billion people each month that log on to Facebook alone. The internet is powerful. Do you really think it's that difficult to find one person who wants to spend $3,500? It's not that difficult. So you can do this. We believe in you. That's why we created these systems, so you could get ahead. And I'm in the freaking Bahamas. I'm just a guy, and I don't want to say anything.
Just survived a hurricane.
Yeah, I just survived a hurricane recently. And I don't want to say anything that sounds cliche, but seriously, I flunked college. I'm an ex personal trainer and an ex landscaper from the UK, and because of the power of an internet business, I landed up in the Bahamas with a beautiful girl. She runs a business alongside me. She really it was her who really introduced me to this world of making money on the internet. She used to be my mentor, and just living the dream,
Yeah, a good girl gives you serious motivation, man. I know that.
It's just a dream life, and it's not beyond anybody watching this. It really isn't. So I'm pretty much done, Nick, on that note.
Yeah, I think we'll wrap it up here, man. I don't even know how long we went. Just got the low battery notice from my Mac. Man, I mean, there's really nothing else we can say. You're either in or you're not, and you can either run with us or be left in the dust. I mean, the choice is yours.
Yeah, that's it. The choice really is yours, guys. So on that note, thank you for turning up. It did actually show this was last minute. It showed that we had 4 or 5 people on here live, which is,
Nice.
This was last minute.
Yeah.
We appreciate you guys turning up, and we'll be sending this replay out to our email list. We'll put it on Facebook.
So, any of the viewers here, if you have any questions at all about anything in the world, message us, because I remember I said there'd be some Q&A. We just got so on the flow so hard that we didn't really have time for it. So, I mean, message me or Ben on Facebook, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you have about anything. I'm even willing to talk to you for a minute on the phone. You just got a question about anything, I'll jump on and talk to you. I'm sure Ben will too. We appreciate you guys for coming out. We man, 4 or 5 people, we just jumped on here impromptu, and then there's no telling how many people are going to see this replay, because I think we really, the more people see this video, the more people we're going to help. So, yeah, let's wrap it up, man, and send me the recording.
Cool.